Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to go for a drive in the Foz and test out our new Aem Wideband gauge. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell to stay up to date with my projects. There's plenty going on, lots of fiberglass, some carbon fiber. We'll do some engine maintenance soon, but for now, let's jump in the Foz. Right boys, I'm in the Foz. It's actually not dark, it is after work though. So tomorrow I will be driving the Foz to work to get rid of some of this rubbish over here, and I'm going to see how this Aem gauge goes. Now I don't have it hooked up to the laptop yet. I do have some serial ports coming, so that's, if you watched last episode, that's the blue wire. So I've got to wire that into a 9-point serial port. Got to find somewhere where I can pop that through. Then I have the serial to a USB, and that's how we get it onto here so we can log it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be in this week, but most likely towards the end of next week because of the lockdowns in other states. So postage is a bit slow. I've also got some other things coming for another car that should change the look of it, and that will enable me to start doing some other things to the Skyline. So stay tuned for that one too. So like I said, I'm going to be driving this tomorrow, so I actually do want to get this out tonight, probably a bit later when the traffic has died down, so when it's dark as well. I'll just cruise and see how we're going with our fuels, and hopefully we're in the safe zones. So yeah, make sure it starts, and yeah, we'll head out later. Where'd I put my keys? Also too, guys, I was trying to match this color when I probably should have tried to match this color for the gauge pod. I didn't even think of that because that's a flat, so maybe I should try to match that gray, and once I paint that I'll get that in and might clean that up and sell that one. So if you didn't know, this is actually a mold of the Japan spec, the JDM spec. It has the navigation in there. I'll show you the original one that I molded this off. This one, I did break it, which was a bummer, but I also stuffed it up. There's not on enough release agent. This was many years ago, and I was just starting out with some fiberglass, so I'm not going to on-sell this because it's damaged and not worth it. So yeah, I made a mold of that and produced that gauge pod. Cool. So I don't have any of the mounting brackets for this particular one. This was off the wreck that I bought my rear bumper from, which was an STI, but it was damaged, and I just got the pods off that. Anyway, enough chit chat. There. Start her up. So I'm gonna have to definitely give her a vacuum tomorrow at work. Please don't be flat. Poo. Oh yeah. Little lean. That's weird, it was flashing the other day on here. Maybe it's LED. I think that might work actually, having that there. So I can turn the beeping off and that flashing will really get to me. If it is low. Sick. I'll just let it warm up. So later, it won't have to warm up as much. Albeit smoky. Smoky because we're getting a bit of blow by through the rings because I gapped them so high for high boost. Could that be it? I don't think I've actually mentioned that. I did build it quite a few years ago, but maybe it is. I don't know. It's pretty good though. That's definitely oil burning off. Starting to rain. So still got the pump going. Yeah, definitely oil. The air fuels were pretty good, getting around 14.7. I'm gonna have to get this in here, up on jack stands, level. Right now I'll pull off the drain and see how much more is still draining after the sump has sump pump has finished pumping, because if there's still quite a bit in there. I do have a one-way valve. Maybe it's not getting through the one-way valve without the pressure behind it, and it is backing up. I've got to get this sorted as soon as possible, otherwise we're going to probably stuff another wideband sensor, which I don't want to buy another Yugo sensor, because they're not cheap. Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and drive this, well, tonight, and we'll go for a big drive, burn off some of that oil, and tomorrow night I'll get it back in here. But that'll be a different episode. Alright guys, it's actually the next day after work. Just got home, got the Skyline out, and we're going to take this guy out. So it is raining a bit, but I just want to get out, go for a drive for a little bit, and see how we go, and then I'll bring it in and we'll jack it up and we'll work out the oiling system and what's going on with it. Alright guys, so go for a bit of a drive, we'll burn this oil off, and we'll see how we are. Hopefully we are okay. A bit green. Head out and see how we're traveling. We've got more low pressure here, boosts. So all the serial port stuff should be here in a week or so. So that's when we'll actually start tuning again. Just want to see how it is under a bit of load. head home. I don't think I've ever turned around here before. Yeah, way too lean. Don't need to do anything else. So we won't drive it until we get serial connections, so we can hook up that to the computer and do it properly. Right, into the garage we go. So later tonight I'll jack this up. We'll see what's going on. Later tonight we'll jack this up and see what the go is with the oil, and it's going to stay in here for quite some time, so what better chance to start prepping this, because she ain't going anywhere running that lean. I'm glad I caught it when I did, and I really haven't been driving it silly. Like, I don't put the foot down and hold it. Like, it's probably for 1 or 2 seconds, and I've probably only done that 4 or 5 times, so not much. But yeah, we'll come back later tonight. Alrighty guys, I'm actually going to finish this episode here. When we check everything with the oil and the low mount turbo, that'll be a separate video, and we do actually have a request for something else that'll come up as well as a separate video. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode and you could shed some light on what's going on, why it's running so lean, is it because I have 2 turbos and stock injectors, or is there something else going on? I'll have to wait and find out when we can actually hook up the air fuel ratio gauge to the laptop. But that being said guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.